I might be smiling on the face.
At what?
Relax, man.
I told you.
Relax, man.
Who is Spurs? I told you.
Remember Spurs beat you 2-0
I remember.
Season. So you should not speak.
Even not last season. This season. Yeah, in the beginning of this season.
And you should not be speaking.
But
big boys are speaking.
You know what?
What are you celebrating over?
Who's injured?
We have injuries.
You could even have subbed him off.
Man, what you should know.
All right, so Arsenal 2, Spurs 2. Rage Maze, what a disappointing game, by the way. Really disappointing game. That was not the expectations actually had when we were doing the pre-match analysis. What do you make of it?
And I lack the words to say, like, what a disappointment. I might be smiling on the face.
At what?
Relax, man.
I told you.
Relax, man.
Who is Spurs? I told you.
Remember Spurs beat you 2-0
I remember.
Season. So you should not speak.
Even not last season. This season. Yeah, in the beginning of this season.
And you should not be speaking.
But
big boys are speaking.
You know what?
What are you celebrating over?
I'm celebrating because there's at least what? At least Arsenal have been,
humbled.
What
do you mean? It was just a draw.
It was a draw. Yeah, but
how many points have you dropped this season? Our expectation was
how many points are you behind us?
That was our expectation was to win. Just wait I finish. Relax. I'm saying this. We're expecting to win. But then the injuries we had.
Give me the mic.
The injuries we had. The second half is when we lost the game because we brought on Jorginho. And you saw what happened. It was a silly mistake, 4 seconds between the ball, and then he gave away the ball, and then they scored. You see, ideally that was a game for us to win. That is why everybody was confident. Don was confident. Even you said that we are going to win the game. But then after the substitutions, and then having to play with injuries has been a big issue for us. Is an issue for us. You look at Declan Rice came off.
Wait a minute. Having playing with
injuries.
Who's injured?
We have injuries.
Timber injured. Pate injured. Havertz, Rice was injured in the game. So all those injuries, and those are our key players. Those are not like Cedric Soares or El Neni. Those are our key players who are out injured, bro. So if you say, sijui ulituambia, just think about it again. We played with no natural position players in the front.
But you know what I'm celebrating? Each and every Arsenal fan, actually, you people knew because not even Arsenal fan. According to the stats, according to Arsenal's record, Arsenal have been playing so nicely at home against Tottenham. But today, at least, man.
The thing is this. No, listen. Let me just come in here. By the looking at, it's not like we played a bad game.
Yeah.
We played a good game today. The first half, the second half, bit part of it, I think the injuries. Because actually, I was even wondering why even Arteta, but they switched for Jorginho. But apparently, rumors has it, not even rumors. Actually, he
had a bandage on his calf.
But so most likely, but the Declan Rice is injured.
But
in second half.
In second half, which minute?
But let me say this.
He never came on for the second half.
But let me say this, man. I think Spurs basically what the new coach. First, let me just congratulate about the Spurs right now. Well, I know they're shit, but
come on, man.
I know they're shit.
We're not congratulating Tottenham in this channel, man. No, man, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Banter side. We'll get to banter, but banter side, man. Honestly, Spurs played very well. They've really improved their style of play. They're playing compared to the time they had Conte. They've really played some good game. They've really given us a game. So banter side, let me just get that out. But what do you want to say?
That's the truth.
Those are your words.
That's the truth.
Me personally, I will not congratulate Tottenham.
Why?
I will not say they are playing good football because I know they will never win anything. Tottenham will never win anything.
No, that's not banter. Of
Anyway,
course, they've never won anything, by the way. But
we can go on.
yeah. But hey, man, it was a really disappointing game. That was not actually how I expected it, by the way, to go down.
Sure.
No, honestly,
that's what we expected.
No, I did expect it to go that way, but
true.
I expected us to actually beat these guys 4-0. In fact, no, 3-0. My prediction was 3-1. You predicted
2-0.
2-0. No, you predicted 4.
It was 2.
Ian is only actually predicted 4.
It was 2, man.
Yeah, you predicted 2-0.
2-0, yeah, 2-0. And I said
What
Odegaard
I've
and Saka to
what I've
score.
learned from today's game, bro, we don't have a striker. We need a striker. Man, Eddie Nketiah, man,
He was so sloppy on the ball, and he was not good. He was not good. You know, I was even wondering what was Arteta thinking, subbing off Jesus for
exactly,
and leaving Nketiah in the game. We looked at the player ratings on SofaScore in the first half. Eddie had the worst rating. He was at a 2.8. Even Romero, who scored an own goal, was better than him, even though they played different positions.
But
Eddie was shit, and he should not have played the second half. Should have been subbed off, and Reece Nelson brought on.
in
And
the
then
wing
Jesus,
position
yes,
was Jesus to actually fall in the center
exactly.
forward.
That is how we could have won this.
That is
game.
exactly that is what I expected Arteta to do. But bringing in Jesus off, man, didn't really make sense to me. Today, by the way, Arteta just had his subs completely
wrong.
off.
It was wrong. It was all off.
Let me you know what, guys, look at it this way. Jesus has played how many games?
He has played
the
3
injury.
games.
He had an injury, right?
Yeah.
Then he has played the 3 games.
Yes.
Minus being subbed, right?
No,
Right?
he was subbed in
PSV?
that game, but not PSV.
He played 90 minutes.
in the game leading up to the Everton game. He came off.
Your point?
So
what is your
my point is,
Uh-huh.
he's just from the injury. So at least
No. Just
And then remember, he played in the Man U game.
yeah, he played against United.
Yes.
He played.
And then he went for
Against
the
Everton.
international break. So if you are saying that Jesus had an injury and he should not have come out, and he should have come off.
I'm not saying he had an injury.
So what are you saying?
The thing is, he's just back from the injury. So at least that progression
No,
it should
bro.
be.
No, bro, he's not.
Bro, listen.
He's been fit for more than a month, bro.
Even
He's been fit for more than a month. So if you are saying that he has an injury or he had an injury,
man,
I really don't get it.
This is a person. You listen. This is a person that has played against PSV for 90 minutes, right?
Does it
90
matter?
minutes. It matters because in EPL right now they change their time of playing. Right now they're playing over 100. And if you see, Jesus played 90 minutes. So playing this game, man, it doesn't make sense.
listen, you need to go away, bana. There's nothing you're doing here.
No, bado tunamwambia hiyo kitu. Mimi sielewi jamaa anasema nini. So my friend, I really don't understand when you're saying Jesus had an injury.
So
wait first.
I'm not saying he had an injury. Get this clear. I'm saying he's just back from the injury. Not
Is he back now?
Not now.
How many weeks have how many?
But how many games
Not 2 weeks, bro.
does he play?
6 weeks.
How many games has he
6
played
weeks.
ever since he came from
6
injury?
weeks, bro. Jesus has been someone for 6 weeks. 6 weeks,
We
bro.
know a club better than you, bana.
So you nasema nini? Jesus missed only the first 2 games of the league. From there he's been fit for 6 weeks. He was out when the international break. He was fit. In the game versus
I'm listening.
In the game versus Man U, he was fit. He played in the PSV game. So where si ungoja nimalize. Unajua shida utaki nimalize.
Those are how many
finishes.
Si ungoja nimalize kuongea what I'm
Listen.
saying. Utakusikiza bro. Sisikie. Where Arteta got it all wrong is Jesus is fit to play 90 minutes. He could even have subbed him off in
Man,
si ungoja nimalize.
what you should know, Jesus played 90 minutes against PSV. How many days?
That was
It was on Wednesday, right? Today's
Sunday.
Sunday. Those are how many days?
These are 3 days.
And remember, on Wednesday, are you playing on Wednesday or Thursday?
I don't think we're playing.
Champion.
I don't think we're playing champion. We're playing Champions League on the second.
There's no
second.
Champions League opening. What is happening is the Carabao Cup versus Brentford.
How many days?
It is a qualifiers. It's on Wednesday.
So man,
what I'm telling you is
at least what Arteta wanted, at least to give him a rest kidogo,
and then
he will play the next game.
He's not
Man,
going to play the next
it's
game.
all about
It's
all about rotation. It's all about rotation.
I'm trying to understand. What are we arguing over?
What are we? I'm telling you this. Sasa niongee.
Okay,
Usininterrupt.
finish your point.
Usininterrupt niongee. So what I'm saying is this.
Nitajaribu.
See, Arteta got the substitution wrong because the coming up game is versus Brentford. It is at home and it is the Carabao Cup. One thing.
It's a qualification?
Si usikie kwanza, it's a qualification in the Carabao. That is something that
qualification.
So la nimalize kuongea. Unajua sasa unaniinterrupt kila saa.
Okay, finish.
Acha niongee. Let me put my thoughts into words.
Okay.
So the Jesus substitution was wrong because the person who was supposed to be substituted off was Nketiah because it was a stink of a performance and we needed to win the game. So Eddie should have gotten off for Reece Nelson and then Jesus move up top and then in the 90th minute you could have brought on Smith Rowe so that we play a false nine. Havertz coming on and then playing as a striker and then Smith Rowe playing in that left center midfield. That is the kind of substitution that could have worked to win this game. Bringing Jesus off was a big mistake, bro.
Coming the end of the game.
You see what I'm saying?
Coming the end of the game, you saw how that game was.
Yes.
It was a little bit tough because there was so much, pressure from both teams.
Yes.
Arteta risking his players, just to play 90 minutes against PSV.
So
against Tottenham, umetaka cheze 90.
What happened with Saka? He risked Saka for the 90 minutes and then he has come off injured. You see, that is another big mistake from Arteta.
So, hold on. We are going so back and forth, by the way. We are going so back and forth.
Arteta got the substitutions wrong. Someone who should have been substituted was you see,
what?
Saka
Finish up.
bro.
Yeah, man, you
come on,
they beat you, bana.
What is this guy celebrating over Man?
He's an Arsenal hater and I'm a new fan. Nothing else.
Fuck off.